Kia ora. Today I'm going to be using this fabulous spring showers cut file in a layout that sort of celebrates the sense or the smell that surrounds us when we feel spring-like, I guess. So sort of a bit of context to this layout while I pick my papers. What you see in the photo is just a wee diffuser that I got during a recent lockdown, and a photo of one of the essential oil blends and a straight oil that was just that really nice, refreshing, uplifting scent to have in the room where I was sort of managing some distance learning and some stuff. And when you're working on a screen a lot, it can get you down a bit, but just having the smell of both the citrus bloom and peppermint just was really refreshing. And when I had seen this cut file, and I absolutely loved it, and I wasn't sure if there would be a context I could use it, but when I think about the title of it being spring showers and just that refreshing nature of it, it fitted beautifully. So I'm just using some green Tombow on this beautiful cut file that Virginia created, and I am going to do the umbrella using this sort of feature paper from the Close to My Heart As You Grow collection. The paper that I've chosen in the background there, the sort of woven flax paper, I wanted to keep this layout kind of natural in a way, because that's the sense of the spring and the essential oils and things like that. But the background paper is a new textured paper. There's a few different textures in there, like I think the other side of it is some bricks, but it's just a really nice looking paper. So I have just attached the handle of the umbrella here to another of these papers. You don't really see the pattern through the fineness of that handle, but it does just adds another layer having it there rather than just a see-through piece. So I am backing the umbrella, the handle, or both parts of the handle, but I don't back the flowers. I just keep them in their nice, soft, natural state. I loved the white on the woven background when you get to see that bit once I've finished backing this cut file. So far most of these papers are part of the As You Grow collection from Close to My Heart. It's meant to be a baby collection, but I don't have any babies, and I haven't created any baby layouts with it yet. So here we go, just see how beautifully that cut file stands out from that nice natural textured background. So bringing out my all-purpose mat, and time for some splatter. So I'm bringing in some of the Dina gloss acrylic sprays, and this is the white. And I'm also going to use gilt and I think magenta. So I'm just using my heat gun there just to dry in between the layers, because I didn't want them to merge. I wanted them to be able to be separate and distinct. Although these gloss sprays, often when you do use them as a spray, don't tend to merge much. Gilt's a reasonably new one. I think I got that at the start of August, and I just love that gold. It's a warm gold. I love using my shimmer brush as well, because it's got a really nice, almost a cool gold to it. But the gilt just, it's a beautiful colour, and when you look at it up close, you can see these beautiful flecks of metallic shimmeriness, which are absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just using some of these papers from the As You Grow collection to back my photo, just adding some layers and dimension in there, and just using some scissors to cut those out so I can place them on the page. And I'm going to keep making sure that umbrella is up top. It just really helps to tell that story of those refreshing spring showers. It kind of has this sense of hope and joy and positivity, which I think we need those little things in our lives that give us that sense. And just smelling these oils while I was sort of working with my class of kids in a remote learning kind of setup, it just really helped with that. I decided to add a white background, so I do play around with a few different choices, and I am just cutting off a few I think about an inch or 3/4 of an inch off each side, so that it's going to sit with that frame in there. Now I'm curling up all of the papers because that's what I do. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll often see me doing that, and I do end up doing this as well with the big with that woven background once I've stuck that onto the base. So I'm just putting the photo down. Oh, there's that brick on the back. So if you want some cool textures, there's the brick, there's the woven, there's sort of some floorboards, I think it was floorboards, and there's some few really other cool easy versatile papers that you can use with that. And I just love the way that the paper makes this cut file jump out and really helps to tell that story, but I keep saying that. Anyway, 3D foam tape to mount that on there, so it's just going to stand up a little bit from that photo, and just adding in some little flowers that didn't quite stick down. So because they're so fine, it would be really fiddly if I was to use the foam tape on them, so I actually stick these down on the paper, but because I just didn't want them getting caught in a page protector or something like that. So now I am playing with some of the leaves that came with Pumpkin Spice or Spiced Pumpkin collection, which is a sort of feature collection for September. I am not in America, however, and it is not autumn for us. It's kind of a very autumny collection, but these grey leaves just seem to fit nicely on the colour tones and the scents of this page. So it was great to be able to use them, even though it's not autumn, to bring that into a spring layout, the opposite season almost. So I am using some of these white acrylic flowers. They come in black and they come in wood as well, but I really like, I often use the wood, but for this page, because I had such a natural background, I thought it was nice to use the white acrylic. They're a little bit thinner than normal acrylic embellishments, so they're really good if you don't like too much thickness or depth on your page, which normally doesn't worry me. So I'm going to trim down one of the Picture My Life cards. Again, this is from the As You Grow collection. I love the wee florals down the bottom of this. And I sort of look around for a title, and I decide that this Picture My Life card was going to be the perfect title, so I had to do a bit of fussy cutting around it. So I do that off screen, and you can see that down there that I've done it, and then I'm going to attach that onto the page once I've got all the other embellishments stuck on. So just making sure that those acrylic flowers are stuck down, giving them a chance to settle in, and putting some of the glue on this title. And I really love how this title worked out. The colour ties in beautifully with the colours of the flowers in the umbrella, and yeah, I just was quite happy that I made that discovery as I was putting the page together. So now I'm adding in some of the Blossom acrylic dots, not Blossom, Daisy Meadows. Why do I keep calling it Blossom? I think it was because it was the spring collection or the Easter collection that Close to My Heart put out, and it just had that blossom feel, but it was called Daisy Meadows. So putting those down, and I'm also going to put on some gold gems, and these are sort of glitter gems, so they just add to that gilt layer that's already on there. So now I'm going to add my journaling onto that Picture My Life card. And again, I'm just reiterating that sense that when working from home, it's a welcome relief to be able to put refreshing scents in a diffuser. And it was a small diffuser, so it was nice for the small space. I think in another video I mentioned how this space is, where I'm working on this video here is my sort of craft space, and then for lockdown or for when we are working on distance learning as a teacher, I have another desk just to my left there that runs perpendicular to this table. So I wondered about stitching around this outline, but I didn't want to detract from the beautiful fine nature of the cut file. So I'm just using the jelly roll, I think it is, 10 pen, and I've just done a white line around the edge. It just really helped to separate it off and just create that other element that I felt it needed near that big white border, and just curling up the edges like I mentioned before that I was going to do with the photo. Now the As You Grow collection comes with a sticker sheet, and I'm now just pulling off some of the stickers that fit. I mainly pull off some leaves and a couple of the flowers just to add some balance to it, and I changed my mind, and that's absolutely okay. And just looking at that sheet, working out what might work and what won't. So just end up putting those over together, and it just came together really nicely. I hope that you are inspired to have a go with the Spring Showers cut file. I'm looking forward to seeing some more uses of it on the Confessions of a Paper Addict Facebook group. And if you've enjoyed watching this video, I hope you'll subscribe and check out this cut file on the Etsy store. Thank you for watching.